And Reza Pahlavi is, they actually make jokes about him and his family. Some of the people that I interviewed, I mean, I'd like to say this quite openly, is I'm not sure if I can say it on your platform, but he is actually a piece of shit.
Hello and welcome to Useful Idiots. I'm Katie Halper.
I'm Aaron Mate. Thank you so much for being here. Our website is usefulidiotspodcast.com. Go there to support the show and get bonus content. This week, we'll be bringing you two different interviews. We'll be speaking to Bushra Sheikh. She is an independent journalist based in the UK who is just back from Iran and got to see for herself what it is like there as Trump threatens another regime change war in the Middle East. Bushra Sheikh, thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much, Aaron, for having me on.
You just came back from Iran. You went a little bit viral with some of your reporting there. Talk to us first about your impressions, the difference between what you saw on the ground and the picture that we get here in NATO state media about what's happening inside of Iran.
NATO state media. Guys, if I was near this guy, I would have slapped him right now. Okay? These guys are not for debates, are to being slapped. Look, listen now the implication. What is NATO? What is NATO? It's the alliance of the free world. And this moron, there are no words. Okay. This piece of shit implies now that the alliance of the free world make the propaganda and the Iranian regime are saying the truth. They have the true media and the free world has the propaganda media. This is what is the implication of this idiot. My dear friend, just because we live in the time of information and every idiot can have a microphone, that doesn't mean that guys, sorry for being for getting so outraged, but they say things that are so outrageous that I don't know, I cannot control myself. Please.
Well, the difference is really stark. I mean, for me, it was my first time going to Iran, and I actually really wanted to go during this time. But everything that is fed in the West is a concocted narrative, which doesn't really depict Iran in its true, in the true way. And I just found it crazy because going there and just speaking to locals, which I actually got the opportunity to do, and lots of them, in fact.
So, guys, when the Iranian revolution started, one day passed, I was making comments on her Twitter. I was saying, Bushra, will you say anything about what's happening in Iran? Nothing. Second day passed, nothing. Third day passed, nothing. Hey, Bushra, will you say anything about Iran? Still Gaza. She was talking about Gaza still. Gaza. The war has been over in Gaza. In Iran, all the city was burning. All the country was burning. Nothing. Watching the birds. Fourth day. Will you say anything about Iran? Nothing. Still. Sixth day. Seventh day. At, I don't know, 10 days after, suddenly she woke up. And now, guys, she is the expert of the Iranian revolution. Can you believe this? Fools! Can you believe this? I mean, it's... So now she knows what happened. All these days, when you were masturbating in your toilet, Bushra, I was watching live since what was happening. What the hell are you talking about? It's not a mystery. It's not the Lost Atlantis. We were seeing live footage of what was happening. Are you that intelligent? Really? Are you Islamists that intelligent? Are you really that intelligent? That you can make magic tricks and the whole world will forget what he was seeing in front of his eyes?
So after returning from my trip to Iran, I have a message for Reza Pahlavi. You are a piece of shit. And I have other terminology that I would like to use, but considering it's Ramadan, POS is probably enough. And I will use language that your followers, people that worship you, the clown people, use towards me. Absolutely horrific language, have no sense of etiquette in discourse whatsoever. But yes, Reza Pahlavi, you are a piece of shit. I have spoken to hundreds of regular Iranians, families that have had their children, brothers killed in the protests, in those riots where you, my friend, incited violence. A man who has not stepped foot in Iran for so many decades has no real idea of what's happening.
It's incredibly powerful to be standing amongst the missiles, the drones that are resisting US imperialism and Zionism, that have launched historic strikes on the heart of the genocidal Zionist entity. And what's notable about Iran's missile program and drone development is that it is entirely indigenous to the country. Iran has been forced in this context to develop a really, really strong indigenous program to develop its own weapons.
Are you really? Are you serious? Bushra, what you are trying to achieve, not even Einstein in steroids can achieve what you are trying to do. Not even Copperfield can achieve this magic trick. Okay. Guys, it's impossible to finish a video with these fools. It's impossible. I cannot do it. In the old days, I could have done this, but now they became so confident that it's impossible. I get very angry. Anyway, let's try to get through this nightmare.
People are just going about their daily lives. It's yes, the riots happened, there were protests, but actually what is being spoon-fed to the Western public does not at all represent what's happening on the ground there.
And what do you think is happening on the ground?
What's happening on the ground there is you have a large community at the moment who are widely very worried about the prospect of a war, of being illegally attacked in their country.
Illegally attacked in their country. Bushra. So, we have some theocrat, delusive dictators. Not only they oppress, murder, rape, and torture their own people, so some Islamist thugs, not only they oppress, murder, hang in cranes teenagers for Facebook posts. Okay, torture, rape, kill children. Not only that, let's say that's not enough for you. Just to liberate these people. Let's forget that. These delusive theocrats have in their constitution, in their fundamental ideology to attack the West, USA, and Israel, to spread the revolution. And these delusive psychopaths try to acquire nuclear weapons. What? One moment. Tried to acquire nuclear weapons. At the same time, in the war they started at 710, they've demonstrated with intercontinental ballistic missiles, hypersonic ballistic missiles, that they now try to make intercontinental. So they sent the missiles in Israel. So not only they try to make nuclear, but they've demonstrated the capability and the will to deliver the nuclear. And this regime are just the innocent victims. And what else do they need to do? What else do they need to do? Tell me. What else? What else? I mean, I cannot even imagine an example worse. Maybe if I go to comics, I can find something worse. How about Dr. Evil or, I don't know, the Joker? What they need to do to be worthy to take down the regime? What they need to do? What else do they need to do? They make armies. The second day after 710, Hezbollah, who is the Iranian regime, started attacking Israel. The second day. Listen to these people. The same day that jihadis were raping, burning alive innocent people in Israel, the Iranian regime was sending rockets to Israel. Israel hasn't got the right to respond. If a country sends you rockets, you don't have the right to respond. Yes, Bushra.
Actually, one of the main concerns that a lot of people spoke about were the sanctions. You know, one of the main things that they speak about there is, well, actually, we just want to live good lives and we want to prosper and we want to be able to enhance our economy, build good ties with other countries, and these sanctions need to be lifted. So most of people's real concerns were sanctions, and it wasn't changing who's in charge of their country.
And you are an intellectual prostitute for jihadists and terrorists. Okay, it's that simple. I mean, the nonsense you say, there is no... You are a joke. You are a child in a playground. Okay, so what they actually want is this video, you idiot.
We shall export our revolution to the whole world until the cry, "There is no God but Allah," resounds over the whole world. The Quran commands, war, war until victory. A religion without war is a crippled religion. To kill the infidels is one of the noblest missions Allah has reserved for mankind. Establishing the Islamic State worldwide belongs to the great goals of the revolution. We have set as our goal the worldwide spread of the influence of Islam and the suppression of the rule of the world conquerors. We wish to cause the corrupt roots of Zionism, capitalism, and communism to wither throughout the world. We wish, as does God Almighty, to destroy the systems which are based on these three foundations: and to promote the Islamic order of the Prophet in the world of arrogance. Islam makes it incumbent on all adult males, provided they are not disabled and incapacitated, to prepare themselves for the conquest of countries so that the writ of Islam is obeyed in every country in the world. Those who study Islamic holy war will understand why Islam wants to conquer the whole world. People cannot be made obedient except with the sword. The sword is the key to paradise, which can be opened only for holy warriors.
The Iranian regime are imperialist theocrats. They used all the resources of the Iranian people to attack the West and change the world order. Okay, change the Western world order with the Islamic world order. The sanctions, you idiot, is the result of their actions. Okay, the sanction, and you forgot to say how leftist morons like the useful idiots were sending planes full with cash. Trump made the sanctions. Before that, what was happening with Obama? They were sending them mountains of cash. Did anything change? No, they were using this cash to fund the Hamas, Hezbollah. They were using our money to fund their terrorism. Okay, so don't blame others. Okay, so this thugs, gang of thugs, Islamist thugs, took hostage a whole peoples and used all the resources, not only of their own people, but also of us, the useful idiots, to fund their jihad. There's no one else to blame. And this regime will go. I won't even say has to go. This regime are now, as we are talking, are walking dead. And they deserve that. It's not even, they deserve much worse. But the inevitable fate is to go. Now, if they go to another world, that will be better. The Iranian people need to have justice for the crimes of what this gang of Islamist thugs did. Okay? And they listen to my words, Bushra, and the world will have justice. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, the climate is not, anyway, so I wanted to put a song now, but it doesn't fit to the whole climate. Thank you very much.
Τον ήλιο και το βλέμμα μένει παγωμένο. Ένα βάρος έχω στην ψυχή μου που με κρατάει στο χώμα κολλημένο. Είναι τα μάτια μου στεγνά από δάκρυ και το βλέμμα μου σταματημένο. Άφησες να ζω μέσα στη νύχτα και χωρίς νερό να περιμένω. σιωπή σε μένα δεν ταιριάζει, μα δεν θέλω να ακούσω κάτι ξένο. Μετράω τις πνοές για να θυμάμαι, λυγίζω το χρόνο κι ανασένω. Πότε θα έρθεις? Η ζωή μας ήταν κάτι σαν όνειρο. Πότε θα έρθεις? Η ζωή μας ήταν πέρα από τον κόσμο αυτό. Πότε θα έρθεις? Στη ζωή μας είχε κάτι μαγεμένο. Πότε θα έρθεις? Η ζωή μας ήταν κάτι σαν όνειρο. Πότε θα έρθεις? Η ζωή μας ήταν πέρα από τον κόσμο αυτό. Η ζωή μας είχε κάτι μαγεμένο. Η ζωή μας ήταν κάτι σαν ένα όνειρο. Πότε θα έρθει? Στη ζωή μας είχε κάτι μαγεμένο.